Oh, there we go. Now we got mics up now. Yeah, my bad. I just picked the wrong mic to start out. So yeah, sorry about that. That's what happens when you don't do live streams for like a while. You forget how to do them. But anyway, all right. So right, front on this beast. Finally able to get a new case for this. So we do have a fresh gear case. Hopefully we can put this together without any other problems. Because God knows, life loves to give me problems. Yeah, sorry about that, but I picked the wrong input when I was doing this setup. It's been a minute. I forget that most of these cameras have microphones built into them, and then you got to pick, which one you want, and it can be a bitch. Yeah, took care of that shit. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh boy, bearings that don't want to come out. Lovely. That's probably trash anyway, so I don't want to worry about that one. But really, you don't want to play that game with me. You really don't. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and then it's just shit. It's got all kinds of slop. Sorry we did that diff in. Damn bearings. I think I'm gonna have to upgrade. I'm gonna have to go to some ABAC 5s or ABAC 10s or automotive grade or whatever the hell. Of course, if I just bought, aluminum housings, that would kind of fix everything. But when you've been disabled for 3 months and haven't gotten paid, don't have any money to speak of, it's not exactly easy to buy parts. But every once in a while, even an old dog has his balls licked sometimes, as they say. I know this is a weird one. This is the hard one to find. That damn inside bearing. I know I got some down here that are probably okay. Not the greatest, but it'll work for the spider. Yeah, I got some, what do you call it? We won't sue you music going on. It's supposed to be punk rock. I don't know if they understand the definition of punk rock because it's definitely not. This sounds more like a bad Goo Goo Dolls cover. Punk rock my ass. All right, so this is a used diff. I'm going to go with a big shim on the inside. And we'll see how that diff fits in there. Oof. It does fit in there. That sounds a little stiff, huh? Yeah, it sure does. It's not even all the way in there yet. Still not all the way in there. Holy shit. Will it go all the way, ladies and gentlemen? Apparently not by any means. Wow. All right. You shouldn't have to do this with your differentials, so please don't do this at home. This is really going lumberjack on this shit. And not in a good way. But to be honest with you, that's not bad. It's a little stiff. But dealing with these plastic cases, as I have been, because I can't afford to put aluminum cases on 5 cars, or, well, 3 that I own. Sometimes you gotta, break a few eggs to make an omelet. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but there's an acronym for it. It doesn't make any sense. Or not an acronym, but, one of those other fancy words. Tell Amanda I said thank you, and I love her. She's awesome, and I can't wait to meet her. She's definitely a sweetheart, dude. You got real lucky with that one. Real lucky, trust me. Heather has been a extreme part of my life lately, and I'm very, very lucky to have her. Because the depression and the solitude, and dude, it's been real hard, bro. Real hard. Let me tell you a little story. So yesterday, I got my check finally. 3 months back pay of disability. Well, close to 3 months, like 2.5 or something like that. And so I'm checking out the check, right? And I'm seeing what bank it's from. Because you got to go to the bank it's usually issued from. And I find out this bank only has 2 offices nearby. Both are an hour away. One's in Fort Myers, one's in Sarasota. So, I talked to Heather and we planned a road trip to Sarasota this morning. And it's a tight schedule because she's got a doctor's appointment in the afternoon. So we drive all the way up to Sarasota and we go to this place and they go, yeah, we need 2 forms of government ID. I'm like, okay. My house just burned down like, I don't know, 9 months ago. I lost both my passports and my social security card. So I don't have 2 forms of government ID. I have my driver's license. And they're like, well, no, we can't cash it. So I called the company that issued it. And they're like, no, we can't do anything for it. So I got to go to some scab check cashing place. Like a Quickie Mart or some shit. Literally. And pay them $300 to cash a $3,750 and change check. Not only that, they could only give me $2,000 a day because they didn't have all the cash on hand. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, man. Because I promised my storage, the owner of my storage company, where I have the rest of my belongings that aren't in this room, to promised her I'd pay her today because I was 2.5 months behind. And I did. Promised my mom I'd pay her back because she let me borrow $80 to fill the tank up so I could drive to Sarasota for no fucking reason. And what else? Who is texting me now? Jesus. I owed Heather like $300 or $400. She's been, like I said, taking very good care of me. That seems like it's way too tight. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. Damn it. Well, let's see. I think I'm gonna go get my drill. Well, yeah, if you go to a check cashing place, they do. Like, I think when I got my 80-something grand that my ex-wife stole from selling my first house, or my first house being repossessed, I think they took $1,000 to cover like a $78,000 check. It's just my boy from work. Stopped by work today and got to see some of my people. I got to grab my drill real quick because I'm not doing this all by hand. Give me just a second. Had to fix my lawnmower, or not my lawnmower, my mom's lawnmower. I don't know if you ever saw that video on the lawnmower. There's a video on the channel called I Resurrect a Lawnmower. And so, sorry, give me a second here. So the last 2 hurricanes we had, and I say hurricanes very lightly because they weren't hurricanes, they were floods. Hurricanes is when you have to deal with wind and debris flying around and a Volvo flying into your house. Floods are when it floods. We had offshore hurricanes, the last two we had here in Southwest Florida, off the Gulf of Mexico. And the last two, we didn't have any wind damage or anything like that, just floods. So it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, well, unless you were in low-lying areas. Then it was a big deal. Then it kind of sucked. So, I don't know, whoever's living here, my mother, I'm sure it wasn't my mom. She's 80. She didn't have a choice in it. Somebody left a $26,000 or $2,600 John Deere tractor or lawnmower outside, and it flooded in brackish water. And then it ceased to work. And I came in and, well, got it taken care of. Got it up and running. And I've had to fix a couple things since then because, stuff's breaking down and, a lot of stuff got saltwater damage. But the fact that the engine didn't even turn over when I got here and I made it run again. And like I said, there's a video. Just saved you like how much money? And then where a dryer broke down, I went to my old burned down house and grabbed my brand new dryer that I just bought. That was worth, I don't know, like $2,000 or some shit. It's all electronic, all that stuff. Anyway. And to have the balls to even bug me about money when I'm living in a room with a window shaker in the back of the garage. Yeah, you got another thing coming, lady. That ain't gonna work. What the hell is all this? Nope, honey, it's lined up at all. Get on there. I would say always check your final mesh after your cover's on. Because it may not be what you thought it was. May your drill would stay tight. Really? You son of a bitch. Come on. Oh, yeah, this thing's angry. All right, well, I don't think the top one's going to make a difference, but... All right, so... with these plastic cases and these bullshit bearings, this is kind of the point I'm coming to. Because I can build a perfect diff if you give me a bunch of perfect parts that are brand new. Trust me on that. But you're doing plastic cases and probably 3-year-old bearings. It's going to be a little stiff. But in recent times, I've found I'd set them up a little tight with this kind of setup. You can still turn it by hand. Yeah, it's a little notchy. Yeah, it's worn out. Old gears, old bearings, old plastic case. It's going to flex. But they stay together. So until I can afford to buy 8 aluminum cases and all new gears and all new everything to build a bunch of God's diffs, pardon me, this is what I'm working with. So there you go. Yeah, I think I sent you a clip on that. Yeah, that was a John Deere. Dude, that was amazing to me because that's probably why I sent you that clip, because I was really surprised that thing got running. And what even surprised me even more is I thought it was running right. It's a 2-cylinder Briggs, like a 22.5 horse or something like that. And I got it running, and I took it outside and I ran it at like 2,000 RPM for like maybe 3 minutes. And after like 2 minutes, I started hearing the number 2 cylinder start firing. Like it wasn't even going. I thought it was running fine, but it wasn't even going. And then it started going. And I was like, wow, okay, I fixed it. Yeah, this is not bad. Yeah, it's stiff. Yeah, it's got some drag. Yeah, it's going to wear in. But, these cases flex like you wouldn't believe. I have blown out so many diffs because of bad bearings and plastic cases. But it's all about what you can afford. I got to figure out what the rest of the parts are for this car. Around here somewhere. Yeah, that's not the drive shaft. That row. I thought I bagged them all up. I don't know, the drive shaft's not in there. Here are the bolts. Row. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, that's a Nova Mega hat from and it's signed by Michael Salvin from the 2004 Florida Winter Nationals on-road nitro. That was the last year I ran before I quit for a while. And that's when I was running pro. Placed 32nd, Florida Winter Nationals. So third in the C main. Nothing special, but I'll admit to anybody, I do my best work behind the pit wall, not in front of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can pedal a car better than most people, but I do my best work behind the pit wall. That doesn't seem like quite enough grease. I don't know how they call this punk rock because it's definitely not 110 decibels a minute or 110 beats a minute. Oh, that's actually coming in quite well. A little more grease in it. That's feeling pretty good. Cool. All right, well. Let me just managing rotten crutch off me. Now I gotta figure out where the parts are for this damn thing. I didn't hang them on the wall like I should have. I know I should have bagged them up or stuck them somewhere. That looks like a bent front drive shaft. Yeah, that's a bent rear drive shaft. All right. There's this pile of parts over here. Is it that? Weird. I had too many damn projects going on. Come on. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not this one. That's the one from when I ran into the TV. Oh, here we go. Here, I did bag them up. All right. Front drive shaft. Canadian RC96 bumper spring. There's the rest of the goodies to bolt on the control arms and whatnot. So there we go. So I'll get this all assembled. I should probably move this a little bit more toward my actual working area. There you go. All right, seriously, this sounds like some bad crap from like a alternative radio channel. I said punk, not whatever the crap that is. Royalty free doesn't mean like music free. It's supposed to not suck. Yeah, anyway, those nitro motors we were running back in 04, we're running 0.12 and 0.15 Michael Salvin series, Nova Rossi. It was MT15 MS and an M12 MS. That was the part numbers. So the 12 did like 48,000 RPM and made like 0.9 or 1.2 horsepower, something like that. And we actually got really good mileage on them with turbo heads and stuff. The 15 made like 1.8 horsepower. Something like that. I mean, you have to check the specs if you really want to bust my balls on that. But I mean, this is 2004, dude, way back. So, whatever. Yeah, no copyright. doesn't mean it has to be no music. Stuff sucks. Punk instrumentals, that's what I need. Give me some real music, man. Come on. That's better. Something that actually fucking rocks. Alright. Obviously, very extended bolts going into the B block here. You gotta have the big ones, otherwise I'll rip them to shit out like I do everything else. I had a feeling that was under there. Alright. Okay. Get up there. Nope, 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 nope. Over there. Nope. Nope. Bad monkey. Bad monkey. Oh. Where are the low? Oh, the lows are still in there. Okay. Wow, this thing is just kind of slopped together, huh? Time to whip out one of these Canadian RC 96 chassis or RC car stands so that I can work on this thing and not have a big problem. Best stuff you can buy. I need that. Okay. Boy, this is just going to be a kerfuffle trying to get this together. All right. And we haven't even got the drive shaft in there yet. You tell I ripped this thing out pretty quick. Just kind of shredded it because I needed a dip for my other car. All right. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Get in there. No, get out of the way. Ah, you bastard. You bastard. Get in the hole, you bastard. Get in your hole. All right, that's it. Forceps. One of the best tools you can have for RC cars. There we go. Unless you have fat fingers like a well-hung lesbian, you can't get them off your hand. All right. There we go. Let's stick one of these bolts in the bottom so we can hold that thing in place so we don't lose our drive shaft. Because you know how fun that is when you lose the damn drive shaft after you spend all that time trying to get the damn thing in the hole. Yeah. About as much fun as when you lost your virginity, right? Oh, man. I'm on a roll. Thank God. It's nice to have some personality back. It's been a while. It's been a good while. Yeah, here's what I figured out during all my bullshit. You know, my absence of work, my disability, and all my money disappearing, and then the underlying depression that comes with that. Here's something I learned. Money can't buy you love. Money can't buy you happiness. But you know what money does give you? Money gives you comfort. And when you're comfortable, it's easy to be happy. When you're worried about everything because you have no goddamn money, you're not comfortable. And it's very easy to get depressed. It's very easy to go into a depression state where you don't even want to get out of bed because you don't see any point. And that sucks. And it's nice to not completely be there anymore. It sucks that it's all because of money, though. Because I should be better than that. I should be able to enjoy everything else in life and not just worry about money. But without money, you can't do what you want to do. You know, you can't just say you want to go to the bar. You can go to the bar. You have more money. Say you want cigarettes. You can't get cigarettes. You can't get beer. You can't do anything. You can't drive anywhere. You have no goddamn money. So that's my theory on it. Of course, I'm sure I'm going to see some psychiatrist that's going to tell me some other shit. But you know what? If you've been through 9 years of psychiatry in California, they usually give you your own license. And yes, I have 9 years of therapy in the state of California. Which has certified me. I'm not going to tell you the exact disorder, but it's it's one I've learned to turn off because you don't want to manipulate people your whole damn life, just most of it. All right, let's get a damn screw in this thing before it really angers me. Get in the hole. There you go. You're trying to line up your screws on your diff. You can always just jab an Allen wrench in there and point it to the right direction. And put a screw in it. Like so. This reminds me of like a Blink-182 song. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? All right. Oh, obviously we have some other issues with this car. Actually, we have a servo issue with this car now, I remember. Which is fine. Because the Savax servo that I gave Nick, his drive shaft shredded. So I'm going to solder that back together. I don't have any shrink wrap for it, unfortunately, but I'll figure something out. I always do. Yeah, I know, right? But I think what's... Shit, am I missing a bearing in there? Oh, shit, I think I got to take this top plate back off. Oh, not with that one. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't think there's a bearing in that one. Well, let's see what happens. I mean, this is the spare car, right? Yeah, hopefully that doesn't go in. That's going to have to be cut out. Oh, yeah, that is done. I'm going to have to cut that one out next time it comes out. All right, more fun than a real angry chipmunks. Here we go. Let's see. I'm not even seeing the 2 bolts I need for the next part. Most of that, no, they might have been that long. That's the thing with bulkheads. The older they get, the longer the bolts get. Where is my hardware? The hell? I swore it was right here. Ah, underneath my basket of shit to be washed. All right. So just some standardized ones this time. Nothing all crazy. Haven't stripped out the screws or had to reglue them or epoxy them or whatever the hell yet. There's just no way you look at it. These things are going to eat themselves. The amount of power that you've got in this little tiny thing. And the amount of torque you're putting through this tiny little drivetrain. It doesn't matter what you do. There is no technology. There is no umbotanium that is going to keep this thing together. It's going to eat itself. So you just got to make it eat itself as least as possible. Essentially. Because that's the only way to do it. Right. You driver for these things. Oh, this is going to suck. Yep. Right. These cheap ass Chinese pot metal damn wrenches usually don't work with crap. Yeah, it's like you don't really know how bad it is until you don't have any. You don't have any money? I mean, zero. Like, dude, I went through all my change. Like, all I've got in my room now is pennies. Like, you know, thank God I wasn't borrowing money off every friend I have, but, you know, I mean, my girlfriend definitely loaned me a lot of money. So, But yeah, it sucks. It just sucks. It's like, and not being able to work, you feel so worthless because you're not, like a contributing part of society. I was really happy with my job and really happy about what I did for a living, and really happy with the results I got from doing what I do. So, and all the compliments from customers and all that kind of shit. But yeah, dude, when it just goes away overnight, you don't know how to live. I mean, what do you do? Honestly, yeah, I was just laying in bed every night waiting for the next day. Hopefully my check came. Trying to sleep. I haven't slept in like 5 nights. Like, not much at night. I've gotten some shut-eye, in the early morning hours, but yeah, I haven't slept worth a crap in a while. Hopefully tonight that'll change. I guess we'll see. You bitch. Nope, don't do it. Dirty one. Bastard. 7 for his 2 bloody old bucks. This car really doesn't take a lot of a beating because this isn't the like big. Ow. Excuse me. I don't really like the big Send It car. This thing's just kind of for fun. We use it for a camera car a lot. It's very stable. I do have to admit, it is fast as crap. Even with its old Spectrum crap in it. Oh, look at that. Why isn't the pinion attached to the... Oh, that's right. Oh, I blew the motor on this. Almost forgot about that. Yeah, I got to take that motor apart. I think I blew it. It feels like it's delaminated, which makes this all in vain. What do you want from me? I do what I do, man. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'll have to take it apart and see what's up with it. We'll do that next. We'll see this drivetrain back together. Yeah, the front end. Right. Did I ever tell you what I call death metal? Cookie Monster sings the blues. So every time you hear a death metal song, it's like cookie, 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 cookie. Like, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't see why they had to take heavy metal and screw it up. I mean, heavy metal's not my thing. I kind of like heavy metal light, punk rock. But it's so, I don't know, man. I don't get it. It's funny too. My house that burned down, next door there was a death metal band, or I think the lead singer lived there, and they used to practice like once a week or something. And we'd sit on the back porch and make fun of them. I mean, they had good musicians, but cookie, cookie, cookie. That's all I gotta say, man. Cookie, cookie. Get in the hole. You know you want to. How am I off? There we go. Man, so I was watching this show on titanium the other day. It's on YouTube, actually. What's the problem with titanium? And it goes through the metallurgy and the different grades and the processes of making it and molding it and making it into parts and stuff. And I mean, I always knew titanium was a pain in the ass and difficult metal to work with, difficult metal to machine, all that kind of shit. But it really kind of opened my eyes into a lot of other stuff. And now I know I can get the titanium pins I want. I just need the right grade. Just need to find somebody who will sell them for less than a shitload of money. Which is weird because it's like the second grade of titanium. It's like the second from the bottom. Get in the hole. Are you serious? All right, you're going to get jabbed in there in a minute. All right, that's it. Probably shouldn't put that pin in because it's stripped. So is that one. Lovely. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, that's all. Well, since we got a blown motor in this thing, I guess we might as well check that out. Yeah, both those pins are shot. And the servo shot. Know that for a fact. Why is that so stiff? Oh, if anybody runs these adjustable ARRMA plates on your steering bar, I suggest playing with it. Because I've definitely made a lot of handling characteristics that I like by messing with that ARRMA plate. I don't think I'm gonna have to take the front end back off, so do this for now. Get in there. Get in there. Oh yeah, yeah. No kidding, dude. Trying to get my buddy turned me on to I'm trying to think of the band. I actually like this one band that's Italian. That did a really good cover of like "Enjoy the Silence" by Depeche Mode, and did a really good cover of something else, Lacuna Coil. And you know how like rock bands usually have like you hear the, you know, if they have a female singer, you hear her singing, you're like, oh my god, she sounds amazing. Then you see her and it's like a porn star operator. It's like, oh my god, this chick is smoking hot and sounds smoking hot. Actually, that's another funny story I can tell you real quick. I went through this Taco Bell drive-thru once, and this lady had this sultry voice, sultry. And I made my order and stuff, and she was like, "Is that all I can get for you, honey?" I was like, "You keep talking to me like that, I'll buy anything you want me to." And I pulled up and I actually started a conversation with her. And I was like, "Did you ever do voiceover work or radio stuff? Because you really have a great voice." And she was like, "No, I used to be a porn operator." Oh yeah, it makes sense. So I guess working at Taco Bell can pay you more than being a porn operator, or a you know what I mean. Yeah, this is probably going to be the end project for tonight because this thing has so many things wrong with it. I don't even have the front end back together properly yet. We're missing a bearing on the damn steering too, which I should take the top plate back off for, but I'm not doing it right now because I don't feel like it. Because I'm a lazy bastard. No, I'm not lazy. I'm just depressed and don't feel like doing shit. But I'm trying. Come on. Really? Where's the big one? Nope. Nope. Maybe. There it is. All right, so let's see how screwed up this motor is. If it is the motor. Could be. Wouldn't be the first one of these I fucked up. Shattered another one not that long ago. I don't know. It's got a tough spot in it. Like it could be in 3D lamb. Yeah. Question is, do I want to risk it, you know, or fix it now? Fixing it's going to involve removing the pinion, which might not be possible. Yeah, it's got small screws in it. I don't know why they don't put big screws in all these pinions. Never had pinion problems like this until I got into 8-scale bashers. Like back when we were doing 10-scale on-road and pan cars and shit, we never had pinion problems like this. And these things are just a pain in the dick. Yeah, it might come loose. Freaking heat it up. See if anything fits a little bit better. Yeah, welcome to the land of can't afford good wrenches. That sounds a lot like reparing too. Not that I'm a fan, don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, they got some catchy tunes, but it's not my kind of band. We call that punk pop because it's trying to be punk, but it's on the radio. Not that a lot of my favorite punk bands haven't had songs on the radio, but it's kind of rare. All right, let's torch it. Where's my lighter? Should probably take that heat sink out of there first, huh? Boy, this is going to take a week. Just like lay that on there. Like go do something. Yeah, that's better. Stay. All right, cool. Still burning? Yep, still burning. Oh, just barely. Just barely. Woof. Ah, hot pinion coming through. All right. Yeah. All right. I do that so we can pull it back to the cam because we can't pull the rotor out without taking the pinion off. So let's see how bad this thing is. Will you go out already? Well, these aren't very tight. Lack of Loctite there, Structural. In fact, one of them's missing. Come on, don't be a bitch. Well, yeah, there's some contact right in the back here. See the contact marks right there? It's making contact with the can in the backside. That's where the rub mark's coming from. However, that's the side that was missing a screw. Just Spectrum. A little Loctite next time would help. Oh, this is a song that they used in my old editor pro Agrator. This was used in the what was it? The K&K Hobbies Bash video. Same tune. It's pretty cool. All right, well, one of those screws is gonna be really hard to find, but if you find one, it's the exact same song actually. Oh yeah, it's gotta be one of them bastards. These damn button heads. And a little one too. This could be a bitch to find. There's all glued into. Yep. No, wait, what's that? Plus it. An old motor can sitting around. I can just take one out of. Shit. Just might steal it from someone else. I don't know. That's way smaller than that. Holy crap. Yeah, tiny. Yeah. Pretty sure I don't have anything that small. Nor do I want to spend any time looking for it. All right. Oh. Well, shit. Oh, look at that. Got a motor can with little damn screws in it. All right. Give me a minute. Let me take a quick break. shit. Oops. Something like that. Yeah, get rid of all the garbage. Shit. Well, apparently we've got to have at least one of those screws somewhere in there. Because I took them all out of the other can. So we're just going to find them. Which is going to suck because we're going to have to use this magnet. Well, knew that was going to happen. All right, come on. Off. Off. Come in. Oh, you got one. Might be it. Looks a little short, but got lucky on the first one. That's too big. All right. Yeah. Tries to have 1,000 screws. No. I guess I should go through the stuff I already put up there. Come on. Oh yeah, this is the same motor rotor as that Spectrum, by the way. Same exact part. Alright. And that's, what is that, course thread? Yeah. No, I'm not really seeing shit. I'm seeing a lot of stuff in the wrong place, but not really. That's not small. Tiny ass screw. Yeah, that's a really small screw. I just search for the great white whale, bro. Am I put that motor to use? Oh, you mean the old rotor? Yeah. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Thanks for checking in, man. How you doing? That's too big. Yes. I haven't been on it quite a while because I've been dealing with a lot of crap, but it's good to be heard. It's good to be out. Bam! Found it. All right, now we just gotta get all this crap back in here. Since I hate button heads anyway, those can stay on there. These are gonna be fun to put back in. Oh yeah. How many of these am I gonna step on in the next 48 hours? You think Legos hurt? Wait till you step on a freaking countersunk screw. Yes, I'm talking to all you parents out there. All right. All right. That should do it. Oh, what do we got here? Smokey the Plug. What's going on, man? How you doing? What are you up to? All right, there's my shim. All right. I could use for an old rotor. Check your bearing. All right. Come on, get in there. Yep. Don't fight it. You know you want it. All right, now hopefully this thing doesn't feel so raunchy after I hook it back up, because it definitely didn't feel great before. This won't be the first Spectrum motor I blew in this car either. Last one I was about 30 feet in the air, and it locked up. Growing up for instant nosedive. It was actually the setup too. It was still with this chassis and all that, and the suspension. Yeah, unfortunately, I got rid of all the blown up hobby wing motors I had. Well, I think I had two. It's not a lot, but I had two. But I mean, honestly, in my experience, which has been about, I don't know, 3 years, I've blown up just as much hobby wing stuff as I have Spectrum stuff. It just seems to be about the same rate. It's really how you treat it. Like, you know, the hobby wing, they say, you know, it's ADAS capable. Okay, yeah, it's ADAS capable, but it is capable under what conditions? You know, they don't tell you don't off-road it with ADAS, because that's the way you blow them up. And I've done that. You can speed run them on ADAS. I went 115 with this same chassis, different tires, of course. But yeah, they don't tell you that. Yeah, they say, yeah, it's ADAS capable. ADAS capable. It doesn't mean ADAS ready. Get in. All right, cool. Why does that feel worse? Seriously? Oh, dude. Not good. That's just, it's still crunchy. Yeah, I think it's done. Just going to have to wait and get another motor sometime. Unless that screw's just too damn long. No, maybe it's a problem. Is that the wrong screw? I think it is. Oops. You don't always get them right the first time. And I mean, there's a lot of them about. Screws, I mean. All right. Come on. Get in the hole. All right. Well, this thing is really being a bastard. There you go. All right. Hey. Now it's only semi-crunchy. What the hell? What is it about this screw that's just screwing it up? It's still bad. Oh, really bad. Yeah, this thing's done. It's out of line or out of whack or whatever. All right, well, that's the end of that car. Suck. I think I'm just going to get a cheap ass motor for this one this time, because I'm this is not a car I spend money on. This is my backup, screw around, let people drive, camera car, etc., etc. So, hello, Ron McGrath, 7850. What's up? How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Or yeah. So quick update. We got 5 cars that need work. This is the Spider, which is a Mojave chassis, Creighton suspension. Used to be a Typhon. Still runs a Typhon body extended. I use it for a camera car, and it's a lot of fun to screw around with. Doesn't rotate very well in the air because it's so long, but it's kind of cool. Goes really fast. But yeah, just going through the motor. Motor's blown, so I'm kind of screwed on that. So I'm gonna contemplate what to work on next. Like probably my Notorious, because honestly, I mean I can have the most fun with that quickly. I mean I can just take that down to the skate park down the road and just rip it. Or I could take the Creighton out and just drive it around and get stupid with it. Problem with the Creighton, I don't know if Mike, I know you know this, but I'm running the rear suspension rods in the front on the shocks, and you know what kind of springs and oils I'm running. If you guys want to know, just ask. It traction rolls so bad right now. I mean, it hauls and it jumps and it lands, but it traction rolls like a mother. Like, I mean, it still goes like almost 70 on grass too. So that's a problem there. Anyway, so see, according to my notes, stunt truck needs front diff checked out. Well, front diff's not hard to get to. Let's bag this all back up. Unfortunately, for now. I'll have to get a motor for this thing, or I'll just get a combo. I don't know. It depends on how things go. I mean, I got an epidural in a week and a half. And maybe after that, I'll go back to work. And if I go back to work and I start making money, then I'll get a motor for it. Or maybe I'll get some cheap eBay motor. Try that out. I mean, it worked really well for the RC10 GT. I got a motor for that thing for $47, and it kicks ass. I need a little bit of work to get it kicking ass, but okay, that's Nick's. No, I think the blue one is Nick's. Right. Yeah. So that's Nick's bumper spring that I didn't put back in yet because I just do his front diff. I just did his front diff. I got to do his rear one. All right. In plastic cases. Yeah, I know. But it depends on which assembly line they go down. Or if it's a Monday or Friday motor. It's just like everything else. It's just like fast food. It's just like going to get your car worked on. It's not about the company. It's the experience that you're going to behold is more about the people who work there. Because you can have a crap company with really good people that make everything as good as it can be. And you can have a great company with really crap people who make your experience crap. Trust me, I've been to like 15 Nissan dealerships, not worked at 15, I've worked at 2, but I've been to a bunch because of training and whatnot. And I'll tell you what, I've seen some dudes I wouldn't trust with a potato gun working on Nissans. And I'm talking changing transmissions. All right, so I guess we'll get the Notorious down here. Oh, come on, you big bastard. Big heavy fucker. All right. Ooh. There you go. Oh, how we meet again, you big beastie. How's my girl? Yeah. Now it's damping. Roof skids technically on the bumpers, front and back, and bumper spring by Canadian RC96 in the chat. Check out his products. Check out his store. Great stuff. I've got car stands. I've got diff holders. In fact, really custom sweet diff holders. Yeah, it's a little oily, but I use some heavyweight stuff. I can go in my garbage. Yeah, I don't screw around with lightweight diff oils. Not with what I do. I mean, I might be doing this all wrong. This might not be what this whole bashing thing was invented for, with what I do. But I don't care. Same reason I got a purple beard. Well, no. The reason I got a purple beard is because I can't grow a mohawk anymore. See? So, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, this is terrible. What in the hell is this crap? Shut up. How do you consider that punk rock? I'm remotely close. Look, that's pulled out already. No, come here. Come here. Looking nice. I wish. Look like a bullfrog's ass with a big zit on it. Especially at my age. It's not really the age, it's the mileage. All right. So, easy way to pop a front diff out. Give it on a stand. Pull the shocks, pull the cover, pop it off. I don't know about you guys, but I use set screws in my shocks for the bottom pins. It's a cleaner install, and they don't hit your axles. So there you go. And like I said before, I am running rear shock rods on both front shocks on my Creighton and my Notorious. Well, that's missing a nut, isn't it? That's excessive. Ooh, throwing parts at me? You bastard. All right, so there's that. There's that screw I was looking for. Let's get a new nut on this thing. What is it? I'm starting to lose my close-up vision. Side Alley RC, what's up, man? How you doing? Where are you from? What do you roll? What are you up to? Who's your favorite Beastie Boy? Just making shit up, man. There we go. 2001 there. Actually, tighten that thing. The back of it's loose too. Oh, yeah, that's the problem with these. Got to get in there with that. Pair of pliers. That's the way I got this set up. You see, we're already broken that EXP shock tower. Yeah, they don't stand up like you M2C ones do, but you can't afford M2C on everything. All right. And plus, these are 12.5-pound springs in the front and 14.5-pound in the rear. Yeah, they're pretty beefy. Boofer. All right, I gotta get some music going on here. This is making me crazy. Yeah, that doesn't seem good. A lot of looseness there. All right, screw it. Hopefully I don't copyright my ass, but I got to turn something on, dude. I'm losing my mind here. Aside from wearing headphones. Oh, hold on. Southern Carolina. Okay, cool. Drag race, building a mild motor, drag slash. Sweet, dude. I actually got a buddy around here that does drag racing. I forgot his name for the life of me right now. But yeah, it's a nitro drag. And I haven't done any motor work for him yet. But I did some suspension setup for him that he thought was pretty badass. You know, I've kind of done a lot of things. I mean, I've been an auto tech for 38 years. Well, 35 years. I did chassis engineering for a Formula 4 team. I was racing RC cars when I was 9. So I already knew how to do alignments before I actually worked for a company that had an alignment machine for real cars. So chassis engineering is a big thing of mine, and I dig it a lot. So I like setting up cars or helping people set up cars. And drag racing is a very, very difficult setup because it's really, I mean, it's all about the launch, obviously. But here's the thing: is that the tools that we have now that we didn't have, like, say, I don't know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we didn't have cell phones with slow-mo cameras. You can take a cell phone, like an iPhone or whatever, with a slow-mo camera and watch the launch on the car, and you can see exactly what the chassis does, and you can fix it. It's so simple now. You used to be able to have telltale signs of tire squabble and, you know, tire marks and stuff like that. Now it's easy as crap. Now all you do is really dial it in, set the clutch right, and go. I mean, that's Um, I used to port motors and stuff. I used to run what, 2.5, yeah, 2.5 cc outboards, KBs. We used to run throttle exhaust on those. Those were nasty. 40% nitro. And yeah, we used to change the port timing. You know, we didn't hog out the ports. We made some room in there, cleaned them up, especially. I mean, now I really don't hog out ports. I just clean stuff up, just make stuff radiused and smooth. Sharpen up the window on the crankshaft. Now they have all these motors at $700 with counterweighted cranks and all that stuff. It's nothing special. I mean, back then we had magazines where you could read how to do it. RC Car Action, RC Boater, and they told you like here's a KB 2.5. Here's how you make it work. Just change the port timing by 3 degrees, and it wasn't that big a deal. Now it's like all these, nobody knows anything about engines anymore. And all these companies want like $700 for some, I don't know, 0.15 that makes like 3 horsepower, which is crazy because we weren't doing that back in the day. And I'm sure the technology's come around, a bit. So, but I mean, I've got an RC10 GT sitting right here because I bought a re-release because I used to have one. I love gas. I love the smell. I love the sound. But it's not what it used to be, because it used to be if you wanted to go fast, you had to have gas or nitro, whatever. Alcohol and nitro. 2-cycle with a glow plug like a diesel. But like engines are engines. They're just air pumps. You just gotta figure out how they work. Well, two strokes are especially hard because 2-strokes have the whole resonance chamber thing, and you got to get your exhaust pulses just right, and your tune pipe's got to be the right length and the right shape, all that kind of stuff. But the more you refine it, especially an exhaust pipe, the more you narrow the power band. Like I'm sure you've heard the term "coming on the pipe." That's. What'd you say? Do you find ARRMA better in Traxxas? Now this is personal opinion, okay? If you look at, well, I only have 8 scale ARRMAs. I only have 6Ss. If you look at the 6S lineup of ARRMA, the 6S lineup is a very, very tried and true design. You can go back to Koyosho 8 scales from the 80s. Any 4-wheel drive gas or electric buggy from then, 10 scale, 8 scale, etc. Always had the same design and layout. Put the motor on one side, put the battery and the gas tank on the other side, drive shafts front and rear, differentials front, rear, middle. It's a very, very tried and true design, and it works very well. And I find it, I've found a lot of ways to fix some of their mistakes. Well, they fixed half of them with the V6, which kind of killed my whole thing. I was going to do 20 things to fix on your ARRMA, but then, I got to redo it now. It's a very tried and true design layout. When I was first into it, now you got to realize I got out in 2004 after I raced Winter Nationals and states like twice. So I got out of it for a while. And back then, Traxxas wasn't what they are now. Traxxas was like a toy grade, but they weren't a toy grade. I mean, they were hobby grade. You could buy parts for them, but they weren't race grade. They were still I'm missing a ball there. They were still like they weren't competing at the top level. And now they've come a long way. I was out of the sport hobby, depends on if you're racing or not, for like 13 years. So now the way I see Traxxas is, because I've got 2 of them. I've got one here on the shelf that I got to put differentials in. I got one on the bench that I got to put back together for a buddy. I don't own any personally. I see him as being better out of the box in a lot of cases, like faster or, possibly more durable. But when you break them, the engineering is just like, what were they thinking? I mean, you got layers and layers and layers of stuff you're going to take off just to get to a differential. It's like, it's not compartmentalized properly like a race car. It's built more like a Mercedes, where you got to take 7 things off just to get to the water pump. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, Cool's 72. What up, man? Define ARRMA battery tracks. I think I just explained it. Coming from nitro and going to try electric. What are you looking for from an electric? First I see was a frog. I had a fox. Awesome. I had a Blackfoot too. Been out of the loop for a while, so Traxxas is just a name brand to deal with ARRMA better. That's hard. That's hard to say, man. Honestly, because I don't have enough experience with Traxxas. I'll tell you what. Who can answer that though? Mike, you there? You want to field this one? There you go. Canadian RC96. That's who I was talking about. That man has more cars than I have shirts. And he's tried and driven everything, and he can tell you exactly what you want to know. Canadian rules. I gotta admit, honestly, I've never had a bad experience with a Canadian unless they were French. But I've had a lot of bad experience with Parisians who are also French. French people are generally nice. Parisians suck. Just something about living in Paris. They have to be dicks. All right, let's take a look at this thing. So we got a flat spot in this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a flat spot in this stuff. Damn it. I don't want to change this gear out. How bad is this? Come on. It's not that bad. I don't know. I might be able to shim it up. I got to take the front end off so I get the pinion off so I can freaking do that. I mean, you know, pulling like the nose or the tail off of one of these is a bit of a bitch, but dude, I took my, I don't know if anybody knows what model this is. All right, so I've got 2 of these here right now. So does anybody know what this is? Like a slash or a whatever? I'm not sure. Sorry, it's hard to get in the camera with the other car there. I've got 2 of these here right now. And I pulled the other one apart, and I literally couldn't figure out how to get it back together. Like, yeah, that's true, Mike. That depends on where you live, man. It depends on your hobby shop. Different hobby shops get different deals from different companies, and they'll stock parts like our place just started stocking Schumacher out of nowhere. Like, yeah, you know, it depends. Well, you know, big trucks ain't cheap. I can tell you that. Big trucks are not cheap. But man, I sure have a lot of fun with them. But I gotta admit, you know, like this guy right here probably has about the same maintenance schedule as a real monster truck almost. Well, it would if I kept it on top, but you know, I just tend to drive it till it breaks. Of course, you know, I mean, I do go to the extreme with these things. You can see that in any of the videos on the channel. And sorry for the lack of content lately, guys, but you know how it's been. You know. Are you looking to get into like an 8 scale, a 10 scale? Like my buddy just sold a 223, awesome car, great truck. You know, I had a Vortex back in the day, Vortex 4-wheel drive. The new Mini Creighton is supposed to be amazing. I haven't driven one yet. I've seen them, and I've been told from several people they're great. I don't even know how the design step is, but I see they come with aluminum shocks. But I would definitely take into consideration what your local hobby shop carries, because that's going to make your experience better. Because if you can't get parts for it, then you can have downtime. Downtime makes you not like the product. Then you know. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Mike. Thanks for enlightening me on that. All right. And pull the diff apart. Reshim this side. Oh, it's pretty gear in it. I got one anyway. I'll tell you what, though, no matter what you buy, take it apart and check all your fluids and maybe learn how to take it apart and put it together. Unfortunately, they don't make kits anymore. Back in the day, all these cars used to be kits. We had to build them. And once you build them, well, you know how to take them apart because you built the damn thing. Now they're all ready to run. Such a crap thing. It's one of the reasons I bought my RC10 GT, just because it was a kit. That battery's done. Fixing my stereo in the shop. Probably sub amp speaker amp. Awesome. 1000. Yep. Cinnamon buffer. Two speakers have old Nico receiver bypassed. Main amp. So I run preamp. Okay. Cool. I haven't done stereo gear in a long time, man. Like the last time I did like a full custom setup, I think I was like 19. Well, I'm done for other people, but like for myself. No, actually, I was about 25. My SI had a pretty good stereo in it. Single 10. But that was a 13-second car, too. 338 horsepower on a Vortex supercharger. Yeah, that was, come on, you bastard. Come here. That was fun. Come here. I should just grab the damn thing. We got mechanics' hands anyway. There we go. I hate taking this side off because it's so hard to get back in there with no grease on your Loctite. Hey man, no problem, dude. Anytime. That's what we're here for, man. Because seriously, I mean, you know, the more people that have running cars, the more people we get to bash with. And that's all there is to it. Oh, right on, dude. Grease for the transistors. What? Talking about like dielectric? Oh, yeah. There you go. Alrighty then. Where is my dip holder? One of them. All right. It's still a little bit warm. Our amps go to 11. Love the reference, bro. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. I haven't heard somebody bust that one out in a while. Yeah, this has got a big flat spot on it. Pinion bearings are good. Just case flex, that's all there is to it. Well, now as I mentioned earlier, case flex is a big problem, but you know, aluminum usually fixes that. But I don't know if anybody's seen my videos with the freestyle stuff. Case flex is going to happen no matter what you want to do with what I do with these things. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to strap a bigger shim into this. If anybody here has built ARRMA differentials, I don't shim from the outside with those little pieces of tinfoil they give you. I shim behind the main bearing like this, which this guy doesn't want to come off. So maybe I'll just add one to it. And you get these shims from M2C. Come in a kit for like $7. Come in 4 different sizes. I consider them thin, medium, thick, and thick. Oh, shit. That's a thick one. Oh, maybe I got a better gear in here. It's all the parts I haven't washed yet. Oh, yeah, that's kind of done. That one's not bad. Actually, that could work. It's good all the way around. Doesn't have any flat spots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's got the inside of a bearing on it. That's why it came out. Bearing blew out. Yeah. Couple ways to kill a diff: bearing failure, build failure, case failure. Of course, you'll never see case failure unless you break it. It's just gonna eat the bearing. All right. I love that. Oh, amps go to 11. Boy, it's a funny movie. All right, that might work, but can I get it in there? I do like to feel that diff, though. So sealing it, though. Come here. No, it's still got everything in it. The washers to seal the whole thing. That's why it's in the to-be washed box. Yep. Start with me. Move. This is a tight fit. Can you hear me? How have I let you down? So what's everybody up to today? What is it, Tuesday? Just getting out of work or still screwing around at work, whatever. I wish I was back at work. I miss working. I'm out on disability for a, I don't know what you can call it, slipped or whatever, third vertebrae, L3. Essentially, my third vertebrae in my lumbar section looks like when you eject a CD on the PlayStation and it's sticking like 3/4 of the way out. And so it's crushing the sciatic nerve. And I can't walk like 10 steps without my sciatic nerve going, just get off me. All right, well, if this thing goes back together and it fits, that's going to be awesome. There will be, and there will be. Mike, I don't know if you know they copyrighted my last one. Frosty Cold Barley Pop. How are we running this? Yeah, it's 500. I got a guess on it. Let's go for it. Just from ourselves. This one's going to come apart. I can guarantee it. But what are you going to do? I mean, I'd love to rebuild every diff in every car I got and put all new parts and new cases and metal cases on all of them, make them the way that I know how to make them now. Because trust me, when I first got back into this, I got an ARRMA Typhoon 6S, and I was blowing diffs like every other day. You know, I didn't know any better. You know, I mean, I knew better because I'm an automotive tech. You know, I understand how differential works and how the parts come together, the mesh and all that kind of crap. But I didn't know, like, they didn't have the shims out yet. You know, like, you know, they didn't tell you how to fix them. So I did, like, make up my own stuff. And I got it down pretty pat. I mean, especially with, you know, freestyle stuff. Freestyle eats differentials. Like, when I went to Armageddon in 2024, my ex-wife won freestyle. And she destroyed 2 differentials doing it. You know, so, like, but then because of the stuff she started doing, that kind of caught me onto it. And now I'm doing crazy freestyle stuff and having a good time with it. No, it's a pretty trick. Like breakdancing RC car. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, back then we were running the 4410s or something like that. Yeah, this non-EXP gears. Yeah, I know. Yeah, these weren't quite out yet. All right, let's see how this works out. Man, I'm getting tired. All right. Bearing's good. Nice extended. Actually, I think the MTC axles are in the other truck. I don't know why I keep putting all the MTC stuff on the Creighton, even though this one really needs it. Like, this is the one that really takes the abuse. Well, I mean, except for the big jumps. I don't know if that's going to fit. Maybe. Oh, might want to line that axle up, stupid. Mm-hmm. Gomer Pyle goes to school. All right. Get out of the way. So you're hold that pinion. Are you kidding me? That can't be seated. There's no way. Oh, yeah. There's no way the lash is that big. I like that. Okay. Well, let's put the case front on it and see what happens. If not, that's going to need new gear. This one's got a nice flat spot in it. Case flex or bearing flex, whatever it is. Seriously thinking about going to a better bearing company. There used to be one down here called Boca Bearing, right up in Boca Raton, which is like literally an hour away. And I used to run their stuff when I was racing in California. Yeah, the old gears are pot metal. These are actually machine tool steel. But I really wonder what the Rockwell is on them, because I'd like to have them hardness tested. Like, you just go to a jewelry shop and they have a diamond tester that tells you the Rockwell rating, tells you how hard the product is, and you can get an idea for how hard the gear is. And you can do some research and figure out how hard it should be for what you're doing with it. Hardness versus brittleness, because that's kind of where annealing and quenching and all that kind of stuff comes into hand. So I never even thought about that before. I should have that checked, because if they're not hard enough, I can harden them. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but quenching your own metal is kind of cool, especially if you file test it before and after, so you can see it, how hard it actually got. I like showing that to kids in the shop. Well, kids, 20-year-olds that I'm training. Kids half my age. That kind of shit. But, yeah, man. All right. Well, give me a second. Let me get some grease on this thing. I should probably check on my dog real quick, as he's up in the house with the rest of the strangers. So I'm going to put some grease on there. This is, what's it called? Thick and tacky or whatever. I'm actually probably going to go to a molding grease. I've heard people having good results with that. Anyway, give me a second. I'll be right back. Oh, wait. All right. So, let's put this case on and see what happens. Let me cover right here. Yeah, but I wanted to try those, dude. I haven't had a chance to yet. Yeah, I mean, well, the last bulkhead that I failed, obviously, I ripped the whole front end off it. You see, that whole front piece is missing. Tore that clean out. Yeah, right about there. That was the front diff in the In the Creighton, I believe. Yeah, it had to be the Creighton because I wouldn't land that hard on this thing. This thing doesn't jump that hard. This thing is just more of a stunt truck. That's why I call it my stunt truck. All right. Just watch that go. Oh, there we go a little bit here. All right. So let's see what this thing feels like once it's all snuggy. If it's even going to get there. All right. There. Yes, I use red Loctite on everything. Yes, you have to use a torch to get it off half the time, but you know what? Stuff doesn't fall apart. So take your pick. Especially when it comes to wheel hubs. Because wheel hubs, I think I've gone through, I don't know, 15 or 20 on these Proline wheels. Yes, I'm aware they make an aluminum one, but it's also $50 for repair. Maybe eventually I'll get them. But I've made modifications to the wheel hubs themselves, and I've made modifications. Obviously, I use red Loctite, so that's kind of a mod in itself. And I haven't had a problem. So that bolt sucks. Your bolt going in and starting to strip, take it out and don't put it in. It's just going to screw you up later when you try to take it out. All right. So just crap out over here. That's stripped. That's stripped. Here's a problem. What's up with that do? Bottom of the case is stripped out. Lovely. So, question is, do we have to drill it and tap it, or can we just put one of the screws in? Because you never really know with aluminum. Yeah, wee bit. Just a wee bit. That's what happens when you're running the same stuff for like 2 years. Yeah. I mean, aluminum cases, man, are just seriously, it's so hit and miss in the middle. Like if you're spending like 60 to 70 bucks for a case, it's totally hit and miss. But if you're spending like 100, obviously you're getting a good thing. But dude, who's got, $600 to drop on diff cases on RC cars? I mean, honestly. There you go. Yeah. I don't think she likes it. Oh, no, she doesn't. Are you shitting me with this? And somehow I put it in backwards. Oh, how in the hell? After all this time. I mean, one of them's in backwards because, yeah. I think I got away with this stuff though. It's going to be tight, but it'll work till it blows the screws out of it, which probably won't be long dealing with what I do. I mean, I'm working on double standing backflips. Haven't got there yet. Brody, where are you going? Schmucky. Are you serious with this? Really? Huh. Yeah, of course, these outdrives are shredded. But, I mean, My Creighton's kind of my baby. So once I get that all hooked up as far as I want to hook it up, which probably it's getting close to now, actually. I mean, it's one tough ass truck. It's been off the parking garage. It's been over my mom's 2-story house. You know, it's pretty badass. That screw is screwed. Literally. That's right here. He's got a squeaky toy. Oh, that is mighty tight. Well, what are you gonna do? I mean, I don't have the finances to rebuild fresh diffs for everything, so I'm just gonna roll with it and see what happens. And no, I'm not worried about the extra strain on the motor or anything like that, because trust me, it'll loosen up pretty damn quick. I always do. What do you do, man? I mean, I'd love to do it the right way and show you the right way to do it, but it's not in the budget at the moment. I've been on disability for 3 months now. And I just got the first disability check yesterday. Oh, please tell me I have a shock volume somewhere. This damn thing. You guys ever seen an ARRMA shock cap after a house fire? There you go. So, yeah. Life sucks. Get a fucking helmet. What are you gonna do? Nothing you can do about it. Keep on trucking. That thing is wallered the hell out, dude. You need shock in on that one, that's for sure. I don't think I have anymore. That's good. 6. No, what one of these big ass things? I don't work in there. Hey, here we go. Big ass spacer in there. There you go. Work for now. All right. Who knows? Maybe I might go out and shoot a video with this thing later. The battery's charged. God knows I can use the content. Too bad it's not raining tonight. Mike knows I love skate parks in the rain. It's not like a wet skate park with one of these. And if anybody wants to go out to a skate park with their RC car, please learn and practice skate park etiquette. It kind of is their turf. We don't need to piss them off. And it's better when everybody gets along. I happen to know it offhand because I used to be a skater. I used to be a skateboarder. I was a semi-pro rollerblader for a long time. Yeah, I know, fruit poot, whatever. Kiss my ass. Anyway, like, you know, share the space. Don't encroach. Be cool. And they'll be cool to you. Especially if you're doing really cool tricks. They dig that. No. All right, there's that. All right, and once I'm done with this, I'm going to put a battery on it and see how bad it sounds. I'm sure it's going to scream like a bastard. So now I'll open questions to the floor. Besides, what are we here for? Oh, the screws are in there. Okay. Here we go. Really? How are you looking now? All right. This is going to sound terrible. Sure of it. Oh, Brody already knows. Brody, what are you doing? Damn you. What the shit? You gotta be kidding me. Well, this good, but it's backwards. I swear to God, when I was putting that thing in, I put it in the right way, and I started turning the wheels, it started going the opposite direction. I swear. Ain't that about a bitch? Yeah, but that'll work just fine. Yeah, that's just going to wear itself in. It's not going to eat shit. Well, I guess I'll pull it back out. You can't drive it if it ain't running right, right? Well, there's petrochemical blender and where its hostages. Well, shit happens due to occurs, as they say. Really? Well, that's working well. Why is there a screw under it? Bastard. Come here. Okay. Damn it. I take the shocks back off. All some shit. Nope. Right. This has been a fucked up punk rock song. All right, so here's a question for everybody, right? What's the difference between ooh and ah? Get back to me on that. You shitbag. That one's gotta go. Okay. Come on, really? Shit. This is why you don't put in half-stroke screws. Bitch, take out. Nobody's got an answer for that? Seriously? All right. Oh, fine. Now. I can't believe I knew I put the diff in the right way, and then freaking I'm turning the tires and it's going the wrong way. I'm like, ain't right. Spun it around, it's going the wrong way. Probably should have changed that out drive while I was in there too. Not like I have anything good to put in it. Not currently. Get in there. Right. I'm gonna do something about these screw holes. I don't know if I have the right tap out right now. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. So I still want to throw it. No, it's too big. Maybe it. Nope. 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 Come on. Might be it. Yeah, that's it. Yes, this is not the right way to do this, but it is doable. What's the difference between ooh and ah? Most messed up thing is our mom told me that joke. All right. This will be drivable, I guess. We'll just beat it up at the skate park if we want to. Do some backflips and shit. So a little bit longer. Nothing crazy. Same length, yeah. Come on, this one. No, I drill the shit out of that thing. I'm putting more screws in it. God damn it, man. Well, I guess that's the next step. Some nuts are in it. Yeah, that's not looking great. The bottom of that. Well, it is getting tight. By the way, smoking causes cancer. I don't recommend it. And yeah, monkeys. Flying monkeys. I might stick around to solder up that servo, but I need shrink wrap for it, so that's not gonna happen. Besides, Nick already bought some stupid servo for his truck, so loaned him that one. He installed it so well that the drive shaft ate the damn thing. Like I say, not everybody's mechanically inclined. Barely. Yeah, that's pretty ugly. Yeah, I need new pins on both sides of this. Well, so I need new tools. Really need to get another set of wrenches. Those ball ends are wearing out really bad, and unfortunately, wrenches are like $50 a piece now. The answer, Mike, is 3 inches. For from what I've been told. I want to hear something really scary. Apparently, I'm not completely terrible at singing. Not that I'll ever do it on YouTube. But I went and saw my friends at work today because I miss them, and I've been to work in 3 months because I'm on disability. And my foreman, with whom I went to his New Year's Eve party at his house, his wife is nuts. She's Laos or Korean or something like that. She's just a nut job. A crazy woman. Tons of fun. But they always do karaoke. And I did a little bit of it last time I was there, not really my thing, but, they made me. Because I know I sing like an amputee. I can't hold a note or carry a tune. But me and my girlfriend have actually been practicing that Lady Gaga Bradley Cooper song from Star is Born, Shallow. And I think I might try to do a duet. It might be fun. I don't know. Like I said, I sing like an amputee. She's actually a very good singer. These body mounts are also Canadian RC96. 3 out of 4 anyway. Had a problem getting that one on, and I said, fuck it. All right. If this doesn't work right, I'm going to be pissed. Really? You don't know at all? What the hell is that? Stiff as a bitch, but it'll work. So you get with used parts. If you want it to last for more than a day. Huh. Oh, it's drivable. There you go. Now I got to do the rear diff on the Creighton. All kinds of stuff to the Spider. Nick's front diff. Need a new motor for the frickin' Spider. I don't know, I'm just going to get some cheap ass 6S motor off of eBay or some shit. I really don't care. What do y'all think? Oh shit. I gotta click the damn cursor first. So somebody else is saying anything. I've heard they're pretty cheap. I don't know, man. If I get something in there for like 40, 50 bucks, I'm fine. I mean, like I said, it's not. I mean, the last time we set that thing off a ramp was down in Cape Coral, no, Lehigh. But that Lehigh shot was badass, dude. I actually want to go back and re-edit that and do a new edit version because that Lehigh run was just so much fun, so badass. We could have got a lot of better shots, but I'm still learning how to do videography and all that, editing and whatnot. So it is what it is. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. I don't know. I might go out and run this later. If I do, I'll film it and hopefully have something worth putting on YouTube and TikTok or whatnot. If anybody wants to know, my TikTok is logan00si. Like a 2000 Honda Civic Si, OSI. That was my car when I was in high school, or college. So that's what my email became. It's still there. All right. Anybody got any questions? Why do we do this? What's wrong with my hair? Why are you so weird? Where the hell did your dog go? 4092. That's huge. I'm talking like 16, 18, dude. 4892. That's gonna take 20 miles an hour out of that car. Easy. I mean, you have to check for me, Mike. I'll look it up later, but I'll look it up when I can afford it. Yeah, but no, dude, I'm not running something like that. Jesus, that's 4092. That's not the KB, is it? I mean, the stock thing is what? What's the stock ARRMA? 16? No, it's not 1650. It's like 2050. Oh, it's can't. Yeah, okay, yeah, right, right. Isn't that the same as the one I'm running? Hold on a second. No, I'm running a 4990 on this one in the Creighton. Right. So yeah, that's close. Okay, I got it. I got it. 92. I'm not measuring shit right now. I don't feel like measuring shit. But okay, so all right. What's the KV on it? If you don't mind, since you already looked it up. I wouldn't ask you if you hadn't already looked it up. Man, I need to fix the focus on my camera and computer. It's just way out. I need to move this thing a bit too. Well, I'm not doing anything with that car anymore, but all right. We should probably reposition that somewhere cool. I don't even have a mount for it. It's actually mounted on an old flashlight thing. 4 versions. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Oh, I remember looking at those back in the day. So 1730, yeah, that would work. That'd be fine, dude. Because there's that thing is like, I mean, it hauls ass. I mean, it's got what the hell was the pinion on it? Pinion's probably like a 20 with a 52 spur, stock gears in the diffs, and it's running dude, like probably 70. Like it hauls ass. Like I don't need to go that fast. Um, it's fun, but I don't need to go that fast. Like I said, dude, it's just a play around. It's to let my friend drive an RC car. It's the camera car, which we need to get better camera mounts for, so we can actually keep them on there. Yeah, dude, 1730 would be fine for that. 1730 would be absolutely fine. I wonder what makes the difference in the versions. Is it what bearings they put in them? Like crappier bearings are harder to turn, so it's got less kV. Just joking, man. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's hit and miss with that stuff because like I said, that nitro motor I got for my GT, that was freaking $47, dude. And once all those screws came loose, and I had to tighten everything back up, and then it blew out the pull start bushing, and I fixed that. It's a great motor, and it runs like a champ, and it starts every time. But it was also a $47 motor that obviously they didn't give a shit about, so tightened the screws. Depends on how you look at it. 7 people out there now. Wow, that's a record. Hi, everyone. I'm Logan. I'm done working for now, but I'm here if you want to tell me I look stupid. Crap. Yeah, I'm glad I got back on today, man. It's been a long time. It's been a while. And I do need to get out with the cars again. It's just, man, it's been so depressing. Yeah. My 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 epidural's in like a week or a week and a half or something like that. Hopefully that goes well. I can go back to work. because I am tired of feeling useless. I still got a couple of things to do around the house. I mean, I fixed the lawnmower twice already. I got to redo Nick's harness for a Civic. I got to wire a OBD2 to OBD1 distributor conversion um, to get this on data back up and running. But that's whatever it is. I'm just happy to be feeling better and talking to all of you. Um, yeah. Oh, hey, Mike, new band. Check them out. The Interrupters. It's Tim Armstrong from Rancid. It's one of his little pet projects. The female singer. They're not bad. I mean, they sound a lot like Rancid, but they got more of a ska riff to them. So, yeah, check that out. You know what really pisses me off is that I didn't like practice bass like every day I've been off work. I would be shredding by now, but I just, yeah, you get in this slump, dude, and you just don't feel like doing anything. No, I mean, getting out of bed's been difficult till today. Well, yesterday wasn't so bad. Anyway, that's why I said all you people that aren't um, making notes in the comments. I'm not here for my own entertainment. I can do that on my own all day long. Um, I'm here to answer questions and make sure everybody has a healthy and awesome RC car. So if you're just watching me to watch me, go to a zoo, check out the monkey house, especially when they bring a group of fifth graders in there. Trust me, they'll start whacking off right away. Well, that was in Venice. Or no, Venice, Vienna, Switzerland. That was funny shit. Anyway, that's another story for another time. Saw a guy get licked by a giraffe and actually punch it in the face. Yeah. Yeah. Europe was wild. Anyway. So if nobody says anything in the next minute, I'm out. Because honestly, I could be begging my girlfriend to come over and stay the night, even though she's at bingo because I'm old. In Sarasota? No, I'm in Punta Gorda, which is south of Sarasota. About an hour south. I was in Sarasota today, actually, to go to a bank that wouldn't cash my check. I used to work on B Ridge at the Ghetto Nissan. I worked there for 17 years. But no, I'm in Punta Gorda, Florida. Thanks for asking. How you doing? I've seen that happen. Yeah, bats are not good with hair because hair doesn't have the same radar cross section or radar return as people or trees, so they tend to run into hair sometimes. That's hilarious. On a badger walk? I don't know if I want to go on a badger walk. I mean, badgers are dangerous. I think I'd rather come up against an alligator than a badger, as long as you want more than 6 feet. That's kind of my rule on alligators. Like if they're bigger than me, like lengthwise, I'm good. But if they're like 4 or 5 feet, yeah, no problem. Catch them on a fishing rod. And I'm not even from this country. I'm from California. You know, and I say that because Florida doesn't follow federal laws on a lot of things. If you look shit up, like you're supposed to have return hoses on gas pump nozzles to suck out the fumes and put them back in the tank. Yeah, they don't have that down here. All kinds of stuff. They don't fall down here. Yeah, everybody's getting serious now. Finally. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Um, do you bash like skate parks and stuff, Spoon? Your Braden came by Cletus's track, man. you know, I really wish they'd bring Armageddon back, dude. I was at Armageddon 24. That was shit, dude. And I used to race that track back when I was in my 20s. Dude, I spent every test and tune night up there like for 3 years racing my Civic. Um, we raced it professionally once at a race. I couldn't make it on Saturday. My buddy ran it, and I let him keep running the car. He ended up red lighting in the second round or in the prelims, or no, the semifinals. He red lit. Um, that car was pretty badass. Ran 13s all day long. He ran a 1299 with it once. But yeah, dude, I've never actually met Cletus, but he seems all right. He definitely did a great job with Armageddon. Armageddon was pretty tight. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I mean the drag thing's getting huge right now. I know like two guys down here that are doing it, and there's tons of YouTube channels, the guys doing drag stuff. Yeah, it's funny, like way back in the day, like back in I don't know, I want to say like 1990. No, probably yeah, 1990 right around. Me and my dad had a 14 cell bull link drag chassis. It was just a pan car, like probably 3 feet long. 14 cells, had a 9 turn motor, big ass speed control. But now, with the gas stuff they're doing now is pretty tight. And I mean, it's so much easier to tune now with slow mo cameras and stuff. But that's cool, man. You plan on doing nitro or electric? I actually won 6S top speed at Armageddon. I don't know how. It was running a stock Typhon. Oh, it was geared to the moon though. Electric. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, I mean either way, electric's got a lot more torque. You probably need to have something like a perfect pass. Something to slow down your acceleration a little bit. So you don't spin out the tires because there's so much torque in a nitro motor or a electric motor. Um, Nitros are usually slipping the clutch a little bit and usually spinning the tires a little bit, just like a real drag car, really. But yeah, we used to run rubber tires and all that stuff. But that's cool, right on, man. Well, if you ever need any help with anything, man, like setup or how to hook electronics up or anything like that, man, you know, I'm here. You find me on TikTok at logan00si. I don't go there very often. Well, I answer questions on there all the time. I don't post there very often. Um, V8 RC truck and boat. No, I have not. That sounds insane. I mean, I've seen full size RC cars before, like Chevy Caprices and stuff like that. I haven't seen a full size RC boat, but that would be just as easy to do. You just need some fifth scale servos and some linkages and some chains and pulleys and shit. Yeah, that's not difficult, but maybe wild. Oh, the mini V8. Yes, I have seen the mini V8 one. Yeah, that thing's badass with like the 3-speed transmission in the car. Well, I haven't seen the boat, but yeah, yeah. It's not Johnny Q90. It's somebody else, but it's close. So much tunability, ESCs. Maybe there's someone tune. Um, yeah, but it's trial and error. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of tuning. I mean, I'm running Max 6 G2s. There's a lot of tunability, and there's also tunability in the remote if you have the right remote. Like you can do. I mean, even traction control they have. But like what's it called? Like changing the throttle curve. That makes a huge difference in the way the car works. Stuff like that. Yeah, it just yeah, tunability is all there. You just got to dial it in. And then of course if track conditions change, traction, whatever, humidity. Expo. Yeah, exponential. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, because trust me, I got some expo dialed into this thing because of what I do with it. All the little flips and tricks and stuff. Linear throttle. Linear would be no. Well, let me see. Let me see what I got dialed into this one. I think I got something dialed in this one. I might be back in linear because I went back and forth for a while. Um, damn it. I really need to get my eyes fixed. Checked. Sucks. I've had like perfect eyesight my whole life, and now like I can't see up close. Um, I'm actually running linear throttle right now on this car. Yeah. Oh no, that's steering. Hold on. Yeah, it's got a little curve to it. It's not much. I mean, it's just a. Let's see if you guys. That doesn't show up on there, huh? Oh, almost. Where'd it go? Yep, it's just a baby curve. It's not much. Just got a little jump at the beginning and then a little late in the afternoon. Just to, that's like, to just get it up on the wheels. When I'm doing like wheelies or no stands or whatever. Oh, dude, racing is completely different. I can guarantee you that, dude. I mean, I had the top of the line through top of PCM back in 2004 when I was racing, and it had all the same features as this thing. And yeah, man, racing is so different, especially gas on road. When you're dealing with tracks that are either greasy or rubbered or non-rubbered, or yeah, it makes a huge difference. I doubt that, Mike. I highly doubt that. Highly doubt that, dude. You give yourself a couple laps with a 4-wheel drive buggy, like a 10 scale around a proper track, you'll get it all nailed down, dude. I mean, you already got the air shit down. You know how to handle a car in the air. I mean, that's honestly freaking RC off road racing has become partially supercross. And the difference between motocross and supercross is half the time you're in the air. So, you know how to handle the air. So all you have to do is take corners and handle air. And, make every lap time exactly the same to the 10th of a second. It's not that hard. I honestly, I still have a little bit of a bug to go back to racing. I do. But if I did, it'd be the, like, I mean, we used to call them 10 scale outlaw. I guess they're 5th scale now. But the point 21, like serpents and offnas and stuff like that with the Lola body, oh man, I doubt I have the reflexes for it anymore. I doubt it. Like, you had to think so fast, dude. 45 minutes to drive one of those straight with only like a couple seconds for a pit stop, like 5 pit stops of 45 minutes. Dude, you had to just drive your balls off. Like, you couldn't even blink. Your eyes were tearing because you couldn't blink. And Fort Myers, man, Fort Myers is rough. And the front corner, right in front of the driver's stand, if you etched that corner by 1.5 millimeters, you were taking off the right front corner and probably bouncing into the wall and taking off the left front too. But that's a different story. It's a different lifetime. Well, yeah. Well, okay. So, what's the surface and what tires are you running? I mean, you're not running tires that are made for a track. You're probably running on a track that's not made for tires, or like is it asphalt? Is it clay? Not to mention the car's not tuned for it, so you're not running a slipper clutch. You don't have your ESC turned down because you got a basher. It is built for hauling ass. Right, exactly. Your basher's cranked up, so you do wheelies and all kinds of cool shit. Where when you're running a race car, you got to tune it down to accelerate as fast as possible without losing traction, or maybe just a little bit past that, so you can back off a little bit if you need to. It's a fine line. You got to follow the traction circle. It's a fine line. You've got so much for turning, so much for acceleration, so much for braking, and you can't go outside of the circle in any one. If you're using 90% of your acceleration, you only have 10% left for turning. It's kind of how it works. It's the same thing with real cars. And when I was doing chassis engineering and SCCA Solo 2 driving, when I used to autocross, you learn so much about chassis handling. Like just taking a car out and pushing it to the limit and spinning it out a couple times will teach you a shitload. Because it's kind of like once you go over the line a couple times, you learn how to ride the line. You learn how to feel the car. You learn how it's going to react. You know when it's about to let go. You know when you're pushing it too hard. Now you don't get that feeling from an RC car, obviously, but you get a sense for it driving one of these. And then go for it. But I'll tell you what, Talon has too stiff a suspension for what it's set up for. I mean, I've driven one stock, and honestly, it's a little stiff for how. Well, I mean, it's low, so it's got to be stiff. But the tires suck. I've got a full set of Talon tires right here. They're too hard, and they're too tall. And I mean, it doesn't make a great race car because it's long. It doesn't have any turning radius. It's just like trying to backflip a Mojave. You can't do it because it's too damn long. And it doesn't have any tires to create, rotational mass, centrifugal force. Or centrifugal, if you're British. What the hell is this crap? Yeah, I don't understand why. I mean, they're not. Why do you need belted tires on that? Honestly, I mean, yeah, I run these on this thing, but dude, I'm still running the stock Creighton tires on my Creighton. I love those tires, dude. They're the best tires on that thing. But those stock Talon tires, I've run them like twice, and every time I run them, I'm like, I hate these things. I'm taking them right off. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Baba, come. Hey, buddy. Must have wandered his ass in the house. Oh, I'm sure they'll go 75 at least. I mean, hell, my Creighton goes 75 on stock Creighton tires. Well, 70 on grass. Probably 75 on asphalt. I don't know. I lost my GPS in a house fire. What do you want from me? By the way, thanks, Mike. This has been very therapeutic. You know what they say? Marriage is a good institution for people who need an institution. That's what my dad used to say. Don't mess with a nation that needs medication. You hungry, huh, Bob? I'm pretty starving. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of glad I did my speed running thing for a little while because it was like, I had to get that out of my system so I wouldn't be interested in it and spend a lot of money on it. And I got to the point where I went fast enough to be okay. Like, I think I did 115 was my personal best. Driving an RC car at 100 miles an hour is tricky, dude. I'm serious. Those guys that go 220, I don't know how they're doing it. Seriously. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, 220 miles an hour in an RC car is what's the record now? Like 236 or some shit? Like, that's nuts. Like, I've driven a extended Typhon open wheel stock body, well, extended body at 150 miles an hour, and I can tell you right now, dude, 223, no. Parachute runs. Speaking of parachutes, here's something I want to do. All right, and I've been wanting to do this for forever because I saw an RC car actually when I was like 9 or 10, maybe. I don't know. So take a pan chassis car, right, like an RC10L, and get servo radio, whatever, one of those old wiper speed controls, and put a brass tube in the back of it. that fits like a D rocket motor, and then have it do a 180. So when the rocket motor ejects, it blows a chute out, and just shoot that thing down the road, and use the wiper speed control to ignite the motor. Tell me how fun that would be. I've been wanting to do that forever, dude, but I just haven't had the extra money to just go waste it on a pan car that I'm probably going to put in the trees. But I would love to do that. Love to do that. Rocket powered RC car, just blast it. And then if the chute worked, that'd be a bonus. Because those things usually burn the chutes up anyway. My kids were in a model rocket tour. I did it when I was a kid. They did it when they were kids. Yeah, long story. But I think that would be badass. Yeah, no kidding. Buchronophobia. How you doing, buddy? Bye-byes. That's my boy. Huh? Good boy. Hey, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. Hey. Big puppy. Well, I think I'm going to cut it here, guys. I don't know why. I mean, I don't have anybody else to talk to. My girlfriend's at bingo. That's what happens when you get old. Yeah. Well, of course, I'm dating a woman that's a bit older than me. But, I've been doing that for years. Yeah, I know, right? It's interesting. But, it is what it is. I just want to get my life back on track now. I want to get back to work. I want to start, turning wrenches and being in the shop and hearing the noise and cracking jokes with my buddies and, busting my knuckles and getting greasy all day and fixing cars and making people happy. I miss the shit out of it. I really do. And it's very depressing. But, I'm hanging in there. So, tis what tis. So, I appreciate all of you coming by, and especially you, Mike, and hanging out and listening to my bullshit. Because, that's pretty much what's been going on for the most part. As soon as I have some more content, I will definitely post it. Obviously, I've got a great camera and great setup for it and all that kind of stuff. I have been watching some YouTube channels though, not RC related, but other YouTube channels. Trying to think about maybe doing some kind of different stuff, maybe some story stuff or something like that. But it's like you never get hits. It's like you put something in that's 5 minutes, nobody wants to watch it. Put something in that's 30 seconds, and you get 2.1 thousand hits in like 19 minutes. The freaking attention span of the American public is going down the toilet. But, thanks to cell phones and the internet and all that other shit, what do you expect to happen? So, it is what it is. But, I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Hopefully. I'll talk to you soon, for sure. God bless and good night.